Hello, emerging mothers. I wanted to jump in just to spend some time chatting about, of course, prep in reference to preparing for a graduation and then the graduation celebration. So I've just jumped in for just a moment, and you all will be seeing a lot of me, of course, over the weekend at the airport right now. And of course, the flight is delayed. I mean, I almost expected it to be delayed because, of course, there is not so good weather in Missouri right now. And so, of course, that's what we're waiting on. We were supposed to leave at about 5:35, but it looks as though we're delayed until about 6:10. And so, but that's A-okay. We'll just be patient and we'll wait on that departure to take place. But listen, I wanted to jump in and I wanted to chat with you all about just things to consider when you're preparing for a graduation, let alone its celebration as well. So, you know what? The way we did it, and just some things for you to consider, and then of course at the end of this live, I'd like for you all to drop in the chat just some ideas that you think that we ought to consider, and then also some ideas that maybe you liked and you may even possibly incorporate when your team graduates. So listen, about 8 weeks ago, all of my family members, of course, and there's maybe a handful who wanted to help and or considered helping with the graduation gathering. Of course, we have been jumping on a call, and if not weekly, maybe bi-weekly, in reference to planning what we wanted this to look like. So we were hopping on a Zoom call and talking about what we are thinking in reference to planning it, and then as we were on the Zoom call, we thought a little bit about the roles and responsibilities of everyone. So for one person, it could be as though, you know, maybe part of their prep or maybe part of their task or their role or responsibility is to maybe handle the food. Another person, they're going to do the decorations. Another person, of course, they are going to, of course, manage the Zoom call. If there's a Zoom call for people who were unable to, of course, attend the graduation celebration, there, of course, is, you know, there was the reservation of the Airbnb. All of those different things that were important in reference to things that needed to take place before we slid in town. And so that has been going on for like the last, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks or so. I'm going to say that we've jumped on a call, you know, about 8 p.m. on Tuesdays is when we were meeting. Okay, and so then, so that's been going on for those weeks. And then, of course, we made sure that the invitations were created. And so we just got a graphics designer and she put together the graduation invitations. And we sent those out via email, because on the invitation, I may just drop that in our group as well, because a part of the graduation invitation, when you press on the gift, then of course they're able to go to Amazon to do the gift registry. And so that made it easier, so people wouldn't have to think about, oh, what should I get her, and all of that. They're able to just press right on that graduation invitation on the gift, and that took them directly into the Amazon on the Amazon website. And so she had already chosen the things she wanted, and boxes have been coming to our home, and so that made it really, really easy. Then also on the graduation invitation, there's another box, and that's for people to just go right into the Zoom room, and I'll talk a little bit more about what we have planned, and so you'll kind of understand a little bit more about, and as I'm talking to you all, I'm seeing that there's another delay. Looks like we're delayed even longer, but nonetheless, listen, I have you all to connect with, and so all is well. So on the invitation, another box on there will lead them into the Zoom room, and then there's a third space on the graduation invitation that will help them to complete a Google form, and that Google form will be for those individuals who are able to actually come to the celebration physically. They will be there. So those are the 3 links that we have connected to our graduation invitation. That may be an idea that you may want to take away in reference to whoever's creating your graduation invitation. It just made it totally easy, so simple. in reference to, with COVID happening and no one having to send things through the mail themselves. They can just go on Amazon and just, gifts can be received that way. So, of course, that was taken care of. And then, of course, reminders were sent. So this is what it will look like, of course, on that day. So, of course, we will be flying out here. It says that we're flying out now, not at 5:35, but at 6:16. So when we fly out, and then we'll land, of course, in the Midwest. And thereafter, we're just going to connect with family and make sure that things are all prepared for, of course, tomorrow. We'll get up in the morning and we will head to Columbia. We'll pick up the whole sheet cake that's been ordered. We're going to pick that up about 8 a.m. After that, we're going to go over to my daughter's dorm room, and we are going to, of course, pack up all of her belongings. And after we pack up her belongings and have those in the U-Haul that my hubby rented today, then that will be behind us in reference to clearing out our dorm room and all of those different types of things. Oh, a notification just came up and says that we're delayed even more. So, but again, that's okay. I have you all here, right here, and I may even, you all may see just a little bit of me over the weekend. I'm thinking about that as I'm, of course, thinking about these delays that continue to pop up on my phone. So, after we clear out her room, of course, the graduation starts at 11 a.m. 11 into 12, and then what will happen is people will go. My hubby will take people, and they will go and eat lunch. And then while they're eating lunch, myself and some of the others, we're gonna head to the Airbnb. We're gonna unload the decorations and all of those different types of things, because we have just a few hours to decorate the home and to warm up the food, to set up the tripod and the video camera, to see if there's a basement or something along those lines, because we know what, of course, her guests are wanting to do. And then also we're going to make sure that we have the balloons and all of those things just situated and all of that. So it's going to be an awesome time. And so then what happens after that is that people, I'm sure, will eat lunch, and then they'll swing over to the home. And, just they'll be mingling. However, my daughter will be, we will have already set it up, but she's going to jump on a Zoom call. For those individuals who were unable to make it, there's going to be an hour of power, if you will. And from 4 to 5, individuals will call into the Zoom room, and they will share with her words of wisdom now that she's concluded this phase of her undergrad journey. She's wrapped up this level of her academics, and so they will share with her just a little bit about just what to expect as she's now moving into a in her life. So they'll share words of wisdom, and so there's probably maybe about 35 people, 35 maybe about 35 to 37 people who will be on that Zoom call. And then thereafter, that's going to be from 4 to 5. Then we're going to mingle just a bit, and I'm sure her family will already be there. However, her friends will begin to show up at 6, because that's when her college friends, they'll be there from 6 until 9. And when they arrive, we're just going to welcome them and introduce Iman's family, of course, to them. And then guess what? We're going to eat. I mean, college students, they love to eat. And so we're going to eat first and foremost. And then after that, we're going to play this game. The name of the game is Kahoot. And so there's going to be about 20 questions there, because, they know Iman from the college campus, but I'm uncertain if they really know Iman. Maybe how many Greeks she have in her life, or do they know how many siblings she has, or what's her sport of choice. Now, you all know, because, of course, I've been doing lives, but there will be a video playing to kind of show her childhood. Also, there will be questions about, her favorite color, her favorite restaurant, her favorite food, all of those different things, just so that they're able to know Iman a little better. After we play that game, Kahoot, then we're going to play Family Feud. Now, you all know Family Feud is fun, and so we want to keep things interactive. So Family Feud is after that. And then guess what? You know, there's going to be some Greeks at the party. And when I say Greeks, there are going to be some folk who are in sororities and fraternities, and they typically like to stroll just a bit. And so, there could be a basement there or a room where they can stroll, and there's going to be music and all of that. And then after that, guess what? We're going to allow some of her friends to share how they met Iman. And so I'm sure folk will stand and talk a little bit about how they began connecting with Iman, and it's going to be good because guess what? Now, her and her dad, me and her dad and the rest of her family are able to just kind of understand a little bit about her journey and her pathway and her just experiences on the Mizzou campus through those people whom she has met. And then after that, we are going to, and this is typical and traditional for the sorority that Iman belongs to, that there's a serenade. So there's going to be a serenade after that. And listen, all of this will be happening between the hours of 6 and 9. It's going to be so much fun, so much fun. And if you all drop in the chat, listen, I may just keep a Zoom on if you all are wanting to be a part of that. So anyway, after her serenade, then we're going to play the game Pin the Tassel on the grad cap. So there are some enlarged grad caps. We're going to blindfold some folk and we're going to allow them to pin, of course, the tassel on the grad cap. And then guess what? After that, we're going to just share our thanks. We're going to cut the cake, this sheet cake. We will eat the cake around 8ish because it's a whole sheet cake and I'm needing that to be gone and nothing left. And then we'll conclude the gathering. So listen, I may drop in our group a little bit here, a little bit there regarding this full day that we have on tomorrow. I am super duper excited and so glad that you all are here. And if you heard all of what we're doing on tomorrow, if you have some ideas or if you've incorporated any of what I've mentioned, please let me know and I will respond as soon as I possibly can. Thank you all so much. I appreciate y'all. I love you all tons and I look forward to hearing from you. And until next time, take care and be safe. Bye.